couple of different things. We're going to talk about um, how our conversation works in a cartoon. So we're going to do a single panel cartoon. And for fun, I'm using my light table here. This should be interesting look. So we've got our character here, and this guy, we're going to have two people. Okay. So we've got one person here, and he's going to be having a conversation with this individual over here. So, but we want to have some back and forth going on. What do I mean by that? So we're going to have, first of all, remember, we read left to right, top to bottom. So this guy is going to say, if we can read this, yep, hi, how are you? Creative, right? He's going to say fine. And you? Question mark. Now he wants to say something else. We're going to have some word balloons here. Remember, do your writing first, not the word balloons. Then he's going to say, I'm okay. And he's going to say, what's up? Question mark. And then he's going to say, not much. How about you? So this is just an example of how we can do it. So word balloon. We're going to separate these because we have this little back and forth going on. We don't want to have all of this one balloon because you would read it all at once. Then this way it divides it up. And we have our separation of our conversation. So now we're going to read this first, then this, then this, then this. Hi, how are you? Fine. And you? I'm okay. What's up? Not much. How about you? So that's the kind of thing that we would have to demonstrate our different, how to have a conversation going back and forth in a single panel, because we don't want it to get too confusing. So essentially our word balloons could look something like this. I'm going to do it so that you can see it a little clearer here. And you could go on. You don't want to get too crazy, but you could go on. And then you have your person here. Okay. So again, you would read this first, then this one, then this one, then this one. So you're looking at this kind of thing to get a conversation going. Now, I've had some kids number these things. Don't ever number them. If you draw correctly and accurately and in the right order, then you're not going to need to do that. I'm numbering them so that we can see how the conversation would flow. So we'll go from this one to this one, okay, then to that one, then to that one, okay, to that one, and then to that one. So that's our little quick tutorial on how our conversations go. Now, I'm using the light table because this is fun just for a change. So then let's talk about using some tools. Now, I love to do my stuff freehand. I do almost everything freehand. This is a triangle. We're going to talk about using some different tools. Triangle, T-square, okay. A T-square, let me shut this off for a minute. Turn this on, this on. The T-square would be used for running along the edge if you have a table that has a nice square edge on it. Run along the table and you can do straight lines using that. Then you would use this for other lines. I'm going to demonstrate how that works. Now, this particular, my drawing board has a T-square kind of built into it. So I'm going to be using that, and I'll show you how this goes. So we have, I'm going to draw a straight line. We use this, nice straight line here. Now if I want to draw some lines going up and down, those would be the perpendicular lines if I'm right. And then I put the triangle against if for my T-square or my straight edge here, and I use this to draw my lines up. And this is cool because I can just scoot it along and draw all these lines like this. Okay, how cool is that? Then, now, if I wanted to do, let's say I was going to do my cartoon page, okay? I can use my square. I'm going to do some panels, okay? So I do something like this. Something like this. And I have this going on. Now, you can see I've got almost like these dotted lines. I'm going to use this to complete my panels. Like this. Notice how it gives me a nice clean square. Now, as you can see, some of my lines are, I've gone over a little bit. If I were doing this in pencil, I would just erase this, clean it up nicely. And here I've got my panels. Then I can have my characters in the panel. And this guy is like, oh, dude, what's up? What's up with that? Something going on here. And then over here, we could have a nice close-up on this kid. And you have your panels go along like that. So using these tools, if I want to, I can get these really nice, clean, straight lines. Okay. So triangle, and they come in different forms, 30, 60, 90, and this is right angle. So T-square, like this, or you can have something that's built in like this. And there are also other templates too, like circles and ovals and all that kind of stuff. So this is also a really cool way to do perspective and that kind of stuff. Just a lot of fun with different tools, and using a regular ruler. Let's show that really quickly too. So for example, let's say I don't have a T-square and I want to draw a box that has right angles to it, but I don't have, this is 10 inches, I just measured 10 inches. I don't have these tools to work with. How am I going to get that nice and straight? So I want this to be square, so I'm going to measure up 8 inches here. I'm just picking random figures, and 8 inches here. Now I know now that this line is going to be the same distance from my other line on both sides. Now, how am I going to get this line to be square? Well, if I don't have a triangle, it's kind of tough, but I can kind of eyeball it a little bit with the edge of my ruler It'll be close enough. I kind of butt it on there like that. And I can draw my line using that. Once I have that in place, I can absolutely get this one to be perfect. So here's my 10. I'm measuring from here. And then here's my 10 right there. Okay. So now I'm going to connect those lines. And what I'm going to have is a nice right angle. Or pretty darn close for what we're doing. There you have a nice square. Clean it up. Good to go. Have fun. See you next time.